Hey everybody, Falcon Genie here. And you're probably wondering yourself, what are we going to talk about next? Well, this one's going to be a doozy. And what is it? Simple. Oh, that was a little quick. Anyways, what are we going to talk about, everyone? Simple. Today, this is going to get serious. Why? Because what I'm about to talk about is going to ruffle a few feathers. It's going to ruffle a few feathers, everyone. You're probably wondering to yourself, oh, I don't want that. You're probably wondering to yourself, everyone, what am I going to talk about that's probably going to ruffle a few feathers? This'll do. Yep. You're probably wondering to yourself, what's the subject, Falcon Genie? I'm glad you asked. It's going to be about game and pickup and cold approach, why it doesn't exist and why you shouldn't cold approach. And why you should go along with your daily life. Just continue and not give a care around the world. And I'm going to tell you. Let's get started. Game doesn't exist, everyone. Why? Because it's a tool of these so-called alpha men scammers to scam you out of your money to get them into buying their BS courses that don't work. Guess what, everyone? You can't buy attraction. You can't teach attraction. Why? Because we live in reality, and it's not an ideal world we live in. You have to understand your reality and the cards you were dealt with and try to maneuver in life and leverage yourself the way to the top. That's the reality that everyone has to go through. That's the reality that everyone has to go through. I'm just saying, everybody, that's the reality that everyone has to go through. Leveraging, maneuvering, even if you weren't dealt with a good hand. But that's what everyone has to go through, even if they were dealt with a good hand. You have to basically have to leverage yourself into life in life, everyone. You have to leverage in life. Because that's the reality, everybody. You have to leverage yourself to the top. Leveraging and maneuvering. That's what life is all about, everyone, getting to the top. Leveraging and maneuvering. You have to. You have to leverage and maneuver in life. That takes care of that, everyone. And here's another reason. Don't cold approach. Why? Because too many men who cold approach get in trouble with the law, whether it be at their job place or at their college or just public places. Just leave them alone. What these alpha men scammers are doing is they're teaching men to harass women in public spaces. Women don't like being approached. If you don't look a certain way, if you're not 6 foot tall, chiseled, full set of hair, taking care of your own body, because everyone, it's all about looks. It's all about looks. And don't even think about approaching women if you don't have the looks. Not only she will reject you, but she will get back up because she finds you creepy because you're creeping on women. Exactly, everyone. Exactly, everybody. You don't want to creep on women, everybody. You don't want to creep on women, everyone. You don't want to. Believe me, everyone. You don't want to just go to public spaces and just creep on women, because when I mean backup, I mean she could send her boyfriend, she could send her boyfriend or her father or anyone just to tell them to leave her alone. Exactly, because you don't know what you're getting yourself into these situations, everyone. All these so-called men who are putting themselves in weird, crazy, effed up situations, they end up in that. Anyways, well, let's make some music, everybody. Let's make some music. love that. I enjoy that, everyone. I definitely enjoy that. Anyways, yeah. And that's how you do it, everybody. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, everyone. That's how you do it. Anyone, where was I? Oh, yeah. All these so-called anyways, as I was talking about these so-called young guys creeping on women until their boyfriend comes and might end up, dealing with you and something like that. And dealing with you or something like that, everyone. And dealing with you in some kind of thing like that, okay. All these so-called alpha men, they are scammers. Plus, they do illegal things behind the scenes, like defrauding the IRS, scamming their customers, and even essaying women. These insecure demons never had a father to discipline their child. That is why they are a menace to society. These so-called alpha men scamming their audience, thinking there's no accountability for them. They can do whatever they want like there's no tomorrow. But one day, one day, they are going to get caught. They are going to get caught. They will get caught one day. They can get away with it so many times, everyone. These so-called alpha men guru scammers that's scamming their audience, they can get away with it so many times. But it only takes one time to get caught. It only takes one time for them to get caught, and then they're done for. They will get caught, everyone, because they are being investigated by the feds. They will look for an opening and they will exploit that. Then they will come clamping down on him. And when they put him in handcuffs, they will put him in jail. He'll be given a court date. When he gets bailed out, he will be found guilty by the evidence the feds got by not paying his taxes, then found guilty, then sentenced to prison. When this scammer's in prison, he will get beaten, extorted, shanked, and beaten some more, because he couldn't control his ego. That's how arrogance dies in prison. And that all depends if he wants to learn his lesson. Let's make another one. Love that. Love that, everyone. I love that. Anyways, that's the fate of every scammer, alpha man, red pill, guru. When they scam their audience and not care about their own audience's well-being, their own financial health, or their own mental health. That's the fate what awaits for every scammer, red pillar, and criminal that tries to grift off of people's suffering. That's the fate of every media grifter and every social media grifter and every red pill grifter. That's what awaits for them. Prison. That's what awaits for them, everyone. Prison. Prison, prison, prison. That's what awaits for them. That's all. And it's pretty much... Anyways, everyone, I mean... That's the fate of these so-called alpha men dating gurus, because, I mean, that's all pretty much I have to say, everyone. That's pretty much all I have to say. The only reason why they would act like that is because they can't control their own ego. They'll never learn. And that depends. If they do go to prison and when they get out, are they going to learn their lesson? Or are they going to keep coming in and coming out, coming in, coming out, and their lives are a living hell? That's the fate of these so-called grifters. The only people that do that are people who don't learn their lesson. The only people that would want to go come to jail would go to prison in or out, are people who don't want to learn their lesson. That's the only type of people that just don't want to learn their lesson, everyone. And I have a feeling these so-called red pill dating gurus, they don't want to learn their lesson. Teaching young men and making them feel insecure. They're not going to want to learn their lesson. They don't. Anyways, that's the fate of every grifter, of every media grifter and social media grifter and every red pill grifter that's out there. That's the fate what awaits them. Prison. 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 So guess what? I have one message for these grifters. It's past your jail time, grifters. It's past your jail time. And that's all I have to say, everyone. Like video, comment, share. Please share this video and subscribe. And as always, fight this degenerate agenda.